All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here for the second series on the night. We have a Division A matchup here. Kawaii Leonard versus Monkey Business coming in hot. Gonna be a lot of fun to see. We got our boy Blasky on the desk. Welcome back to the stream, brother.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
It has indeed. I figured it would be a good moment for you to come back for this Division A matchup. And yes, I see you in the chat. I'm sorry, bro. I know I have fans. Appreciate that you're here. But anyways, this match was supposed to start here at 9:30. So let's go ahead and hop in and take a peek at some of these stats. So Division A, 8 teams in Division A this semester. And like I said before, Kawaii Leonard versus Monkey Business. Kawaii Leonard 1-1 on the season, right around that 50% winning percentage mark. Not leading the division in anything, but very close in the shooting percent region at 35.71%. And then they're going to be going up against Monkey Business, who had one of the most insane series last week. Blasty, I don't know if you caught that or saw anything about it, but it was a game 4, 45 seconds to go. They were down in a game 6-2. And P Money Masterclass comes through, and they end up winning that game in OT and then win game 5 in OT. Absolutely insane series from Monkey Business. They're gonna have some good momentum coming into this series.
Yeah, I know that's gotta feel good. The only thing that you have to be a little nervous about with that is that Kawaii Leonard's a little bit different. Their saves per game is nuts.
Yeah.
I mean 5.67. It's gonna be hard to mount a comeback like that. So you're gonna have to hope that they don't get down as much. It'll be a little bit more difficult to come back from something like that. But yeah, as you said, I mean, neither team's really leading in much, but they do have some pretty high stats here. The shooting percentage from Kawaii Leonard being fantastic, but Monkey Business is not very far behind. Mm-hmm. And one thing I want to point out is just how good they are with assists per game, both teams here. I mean, they're all within 0.22 of the first place, and that just shows how good Div A is at just passing the ball.
Yep. And
how that has evolved throughout the seasons. So I'm excited to see what each roster can do.
Yeah, what's kind of insane to me too, before we kind of move on, is the fact that Monkey Business is leading the division in goals per game at 3 goals per game. But yet they only have that 44% winning percentage. So that tells me that their save percentage is pretty low, which you look over to the right, and they're not making a lot of saves. They're letting in a lot of goals as well, even though they're putting up a lot themselves. So Monkey Business, hopefully, they can keep up that offensive efficiency, maybe block a few more shots here going into this series. So let's go ahead, kind of dive a little bit deeper into some of these teams. Monkey Business is captained by P Money, as I had mentioned, who's having a fantastic season so far already, 1.44 goals per game, and somehow that's not leading the division. But I'm willing to bet I know who is in that spot, but I won't say his name here. But he is joined by Kicker and Styles. Styles being a first-time Division A member this season, not having both these guys not having bad seasons at all, matching each other perfectly in goals per game and assists per game, which is pretty crazy to see. Looks like they're supporting P Money pretty well here this season. Is there anything else that kind of stands out to you here, Blasky?
Yeah, I was gonna say, just looking at Monkey Business, I mean, P Money, Kicker, Styles. P Money is 3rd in goals, 2nd in shots, and this is a pretty big one. He's number 1 in speed in the entire league. It's not a stat that you can see unless you go into the sheets, but yeah, he is moving fast. I mean, he is number 1 for Supersonic, but yeah, he's moving faster than anyone else is on the field. So I think that's going to play a big role in how this team's moving. And like you said, it took a master class from him last week to come back, and I feel like that definitely played a part in it. So I'm excited to see how that goes and the team dynamic.
Yeah, no. One last thing before I go to the next screen here is Styles' shooting percentage at almost at 40% as well, especially for being his first time in Div A. To be shooting lights out like that is something that doesn't happen too often. So huge kudos to Styles for coming out and shooting here in his first
100%.
His first Div A season. But let's go ahead, toss it over to Kawaii Leonard, and I'll let you talk about these boys a little bit, Blasky.
Yeah, so Ren, Shavin, and Penn, all fantastic players. I mean, some of them like Shavin have been around for a while, and you know you have your Ren and your Pen, which I think is really funny. They end up on the same team, you know, ended up together, and they're a little bit newer. But one thing that I really like about this roster is that it's a little bit more balanced in kind of what everyone brings to the table. And one thing that I want to note is just that saves per game from Shavin. I mean,
Yep.
that's nuts. There's only one person above him, and that's Remzik, who, by the way, does not lead in goals per game this season so far, which is
Really?
nuts to me as well. Yeah, it's
Okay, who's
Ecrux,
at the
actually.
top? Ecrux is leading. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's Ecrux, Remzik, P-Money. But yeah, Shavin is second in saves per game. Like, he is putting on a crazy masterclass for defense so far. And, you know, the jump from first to second is pretty large, and the jump from second to third is pretty large. So there's 3 tiers to this so far, and Shavin is that second tier all by himself. So kudos to him for playing just lights out defense.
And on top of that, having a high shooting percentage and that high goals per game, he's doing it on both sides of the ball. I mean, so Shavin is coming out swinging this season, having himself a great season. But before we jump into the series, Blasky, gonna go ahead and ask you what your prediction, based off these stats. I know you probably haven't been able to see a lot of this so far. What's gonna be your prediction here on the series?
I'm going to go with Kawaii Leonard in 4.
Kawhi Leonard in 4. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Kawhi Leonard seems like a little bit more well-rounded. I mean, we all saw the masterclass that, you know, P-Money put on before. That was pretty much only due to him. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It was pretty much a 1v3. Fortunately, Styles and Kicker helped him out in Game 5. But I think Kawhi Leonard is just a little bit more well-rounded. I would love to go with them, but after what I saw last week, I gotta go with Monkey Business and P-Money. I think P-Money's having a, you know, such a good season so far. I gotta go with them. I think this might be a Game 5. I think we might be in a Game 5. P-Money versus Shavin, previous teammates last semester. I think both these guys are gonna want to win this one.
100%. There's a little bit of teammate situations going on here and things like that. So
Oh yeah,
I'm just
Styles versus
excited to
Penn
see.
too.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see how that plays out. I mean, I think Penn was Styles' captain last season. Was that the season prior?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember how it all worked out, if I'm being honest. But I know they were teammates. That's all that really matters. But anyways, we are getting into Game 1 here between these two teams. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who can come out on top. Kawhi Leonard probably going to be the favorites here, but looking at the boost here, it's pretty even across the board. Let me go ahead and end those real quick, but it's going to be really exciting to see who can come out on top here and see if Monkey Business can continue on with that momentum they had from last week.
100%. As we see, Ren up in the air, does get cut off by P-Money, but Kicker is there to catch it. A lot more control coming in out of this Game 1, but a couple whiffs back and forth. I mean, that is just kind of how Game 1 goes, especially being on stream. You do get a little bit of nerves, but it's also a feeler game, as we always talk about. So we'll probably see it get a little bit more cleaner as it goes on. And I'm just excited to see. That's exactly what I was just about to say. Is the demos coming out. I want to see if there's going to be a physical game here or not, because there are some of these players that are, you know, sneakily in the top 10 in the league, as P-Money gets basically an open net as Ren is caught on his back foot with no boost.
Yeah, gets caught up a little hard there. I think Ren was expecting a little bit, you know, different of a 50 there, and P-Money's going to take advantage of that pretty much 99% of the time. It's a great start for Monkey Business here going in, and it's all smiles so far. Looks like the vibes are pretty good here on this Monkey Business team, as P-Money looking for another one, almost beats out Ren. Well, it is floating on the backboard. Kicker coming in, almost gets a good 50, sending that ball down. 50 again comes out with between Shavin and Kicker. P-Money gonna send this ball high. Is there backboard defense? Ren not able to find the touch. Shot opportunity there for Styles, but unfortunately just could not find the shot.
Yeah, as we see a little bit of a 50 come from Shavin, who had no boost, and some bump action. Again, Shavin with no boost. Ren tries to get a pass off. Penn tries to put a shot on net. He can't quite get it. P-Money takes it to the sidewall. And it's been just all aggression from Monkey Business. Kawaii Leonard have not been able to get any sort of offense cooking. As we see another one put on net, Penn has to backflip to get a save. And again, they are getting outshot 3-0. As I say that, Ren just gets an open net off of a really tough whiff from someone you would not expect in this series, but P-Money just doesn't get the touch he was looking for.
Yeah, it's almost kind of similar to that goal that P Money got on Ren, right? I think P Money wasn't quite expecting that speed on that ball somehow, and just can't find the touch. But if you're Kawaii Leonard, you're gonna take that every chance you can get. Penn gets a good beat over P Money, but kicker is there for the diving save. It's still dangerous though, but unfortunately, I don't think Shavin can get a touch. That's a great shot from P Money, an insane counter attack. Penn not able to get back, and a great pass from Styles to P Money.
100%. You could see P Money kind of set himself up with that by bumping Penn a little bit, holding him off and forcing him to go into the corner. Kind of baited him into grabbing that boost, and that gave him the open net. And now they have a 1-goal lead. We still have half the game left though, as we see Shavin is up. Can he get one? He does get it around him, but P Money with the crazy save pinches it off the post, and now Ren has no boost, has to just throw it in the middle. Kicker does get a touch out, but Shavin is there throwing in the corner. A little bit of awkwardness coming out from Monkey Business here as they get a 50, and I'm just really surprised at how some of these goals are happening. I mean, it's basically been 3 open nets, just little mistakes. So I'm hoping we get some clips here just for social media's sake.
Yeah. So some interesting goals going in right here right now. It's kind of not the craziest series so far. P Money gets a perfect flick over both those defenders, and that is just something you can't do, is give P Money that type of space. A player of his caliber, he's going to be taking advantage of that every chance he can get. Unfortunate for Kawaii Leonard there. Kicker now going up for this one. Little bit of boost. Nothing going to come from it. Penn on low boost gets a clear out. Hopefully doesn't give away possession here. Styles handles it well. Goes up off the sidewall, trying to conserve his flip there. Waits a little bit too long. Ren gets a beat around P Money here. Could be dangerous. Kicker makes a decent touch up high. Penn pops it up again. Unfortunate whiff comes out. Maybe a chance here, but P Money's on the backboard. Makes a good read.
100%. Nice. Shavin tries to slot at top right corner, but P Money is there despite having no boost. He is defending very well. Shavin gets a 50, and again, I just feel like Monkey Business have had control all game, and P Money already getting 3 goals. I mean, like we said, we won't lie. P Money has been putting a lot of the offensive things on his back, but I can't, discredit the rest of the team for allowing him to be able to do that and kind of setting him up for that. They might not be getting a lot of assist credits, but we can see it. It's not tracked. It's sent off the backboard by Shavin. Penn is there to follow it up, but P Money with another save. And he is so close to getting 1,000 points already in game 1 as we see Ren throw it into the corner. And I know that Kawaii Leonard is just hoping, praying something goes their way, because they only have 48 seconds and they're down by 2.
Yeah, like you said, they're desperately looking for something here, but every second this ball spends in their half is another second they lost your opportunity. Shavin not able to find the touch. Axe finds a bump on P Money there. It's another 50. Could be dangerous, but double commit actually comes out. You can tell Kawaii Leonard starting to get a little bit desperate here. Shavin gonna cut rotation here, makes a decent 50. They're gonna go steal this boost, but Penn comes flying in. Might double as a center there for P Money. It's a dangerous touch. Ren needs to make a read here. Can't find it. Kicker gonna put this one on net, and that's the 4th goal here for Monkey Business.
100%. And it's just unfortunate though. Just a ton of misreads coming out from both rosters, to be honest, but Kawaii Leonard being the ones that are punished for it the most. I mean, P Money getting a crazy pass off the backboard, kicker there to clean it up. It's as simple as that. 15 seconds left. It's not looking good for Kawaii Leonard in this game 1.
Yeah, it's just been all around a little messy, if I do say so myself. I know I can't really be talking. All these players pretty much higher ranked than me, so, but it doesn't look symbolic of a Division 8 match so far. Hopefully it's kind of just more game 1 nerves, as both these teams battling it out right now. P Money with a masterclass once again. 3 goals, pretty much leading the lobby in pretty much every stat line. Pretty much doing all the work offensively, like we said. But I mean, if he can consistently do that, usually you can't really rely on one person to be doing that type of thing. But I guess if you're P Money, it's a different story.
Yeah, and you could see on the Kawaii Leonard side, I mean, pretty balanced out. They all had 2 shots apiece. There wasn't much stat difference outside of that. I'm wondering, is Ren their X Factor player? I mean, he is the captain. I'm hoping to see more out of him, and maybe that's kind of where they fell short this game 1, was just a little bit of awkwardness and now we'll see Ren maybe step up into that role a little bit more and try to do a little bit more as, you know, like I said, the captain, and, you know, maybe get some more offense put on his back. So we'll see what we can get in game 2.
Yes, for sure. Like you said, I think all around, I'm just looking for things to be cleaned up a little bit, honestly, from both teams. Looked a little bit awkward. Nobody really had a good read on many of the plays, minus P Money, it seemed like. So if we can start to see some rotations and some good passing plays, I think we'll all be happy here. But game 2 getting underway. P Money going off his own backboard here, starting off an air dribble, gets a good first touch here, carries this ball into the orange side. Looking for another touch here, shut down by Ren. Looking for another touch. That's a good demo by Shavin to give Ren some space. But Ren kind of just ends up giving away possession here. P Money once again going off his own backboard. Maybe gonna look for a pass here, kind of gives it away. Unfortunate miss there from Kicker. Might end up doubling as a fake. In game 2 already kind of starting off a little slow.
Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing a lot of repetitive plays. I think we've seen 3 demos come out of Kawaii Leonard already this game. They're playing physical, and I mean, it's crazy to me because they still have not really been on offense. The ball's in their net now, and it's really unfortunate because no matter how many times they kill a player and take him off the field, it seems like they can't get the possession, as P Money already has 168 points, which is more than everyone else in the lobby combined, and then some.
Yeah, no, there's a goal there for Monkey Business. A little bit of an unfortunate touch there. I think Penn was thinking he needed to make an immediate touch, but had a little bit of time there. Ren going up, trying to get up on over 2, but someone gets a piece of it from Monkey Business here. And Blasky, I'm not too sure what exactly needs to happen for Kawaii Leonard to find some more offensive pressure. I mean, so far it hasn't really been anything. It's really been Monkey Business forcing the issue here.
100%, as we see Penn get an open net because he had a fantastic play off his own corner, gets it over Styles, gets one more touch. P Money doesn't think he has it, and that gives them the opportunity to tie it up. But I was just about to say, one thing I'm noticing from the Monkey Business side is defensively is they're not giving Ren any sort of time with the ball. Anytime he is near it, they are diving it. And where Kawaii Leonard, I think, is falling short so far is that they're not taking advantage of that, and they're not doing the same thing to P Money. And so I think if they just don't give him the time to make plays the way that he has been, as we see Kicker almost get one, then I think they have a good chance to bounce back and win game 2. But at the same time, I mean, we saw where Penn stepped up and had a good play. They're not expecting that out of the team. They're expecting everything from Ren. If Shavin and or Penn step up, they also can show up offensively.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think you highlighted it perfectly. Seems like Kawaii Leonard's going for a lot of demo plays here. Oh, an unfortunate miss there from P Money. A difficult shot to hit, but barely rings it off the crossbar. Could have been their second goal here. 2:50 left. Kawaii Leonard have a couple more opportunities, but it still kind of feels like it's Monkey Business running it here so far. That's a good shutdown by Ren, looking for another touch. Kicker able to get it over. Penn get a decent 50 here. It's going to roll down field. Kicker gets the beat on Shavin. It's just going to be Ren back here. Not the best touch from Kicker there. Ren able to make an easy read. Looking for another touch here. A little bit slow to that. 50. He meets Styles there. Shavin puts it over to the sidewall, looking for maybe a solo play here. Going up off the sidewall. Gets maybe a beat. Kicker with an insane pre-jump. It's going to shut that offensive drive down.
100%. And it's just been back and forth so far, which is a lot better than it's been for the Kawaii Leonard squad. But, I mean, props to Monkey Business for just holding down the fort and kicking it out. Ren, a little bit awkward, has to try to make a save. He does get it, and now tries to take it off his corner, but it gets sent middle. Shavin is up. Doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Penn awkward in net. Ren has to make a diving save. And as soon as I said that, we got some more awkwardness occurring. Just missed touches, no boost. Trying to play some defense from the Kawaii Leonard side. Popped it in front of his own net. Shavin has to make another touch because P Money got a fantastic bump. And I don't know if I just cast or cursed him or what, but things got sloppy all of a sudden and not in the good way.
Oh, P Money here with an insane opportunity. Hopefully that doesn't fall its way in. Save does come out. And again, you mentioned it earlier. I think Kawaii Leonard just giving them too much space. Ren has an opportunity on a mistake, I believe, from Kicker on the back wall. And Ren takes advantage of it. A good reaction time there to find their first lead of the game.
100%. And that's one thing that Kawaii Leonard have been doing well is, they're taking advantage of the mistakes. They're shooting 2 for 2 right now. They don't have a lot of shots, but as soon as they see the opportunity to do so, it's going to the back of the net. As we see P-Money throwing off the backboard. Kicker's there to follow it up. That was just a fantastic play, and they tied up 1:09. The lead only lasted for all of 10 seconds.
Yeah, P-Money looking for a shot there. Doubles as an assist. Kicker has a good follow-up there to put that one in. Like you said, very quick answer from Monkey Business, but Kawaii Leonard able to get a taste of being in the lead here. A little bit of an awkward kickoff there. Shavin and Penn committing pretty hard to that one. Might be an opportunity. Shavin, good cut on rotation there. It's a nice save. P-Money now with a little bit of time. Ren's gonna jump up. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Penn able to spawn on that boost. Might have an opportunity here. Trying to find a toucher on Kicker. Can't quite do it. Shavin's up. Beats out Styles. And now P-Money giving up big space. Oh, that's an unfortunate side flip there from Ren. And that ball just goes in.
Yeah, that's a mistake that you definitely don't want to make when you're tied under a minute left. But there's still a little bit of time left. They can clutch up. It's just, you gotta limit these mistakes that are just giving them open nets. As we see Shavin get the demo on P-Money. Tries to get a touch over one. He does get it. Styles is on the ball. He does get a demo back. And now Penn already up in the air. Tries to pass it mid. P-Money is there. 30 seconds left on the clock. Kawaii Leonard trying to make anything work as we see a double commit here from Ren and Penn. P-Money just shoots the open net, but Shavin gets back and saves it. And they need to make something work, but Monkey Business just doing everything they can to make sure they don't even get the ball. As we see P-Money try to put another one on net. Shavin with no boost has to make a touch here. He doesn't. Styles tries to throw it at the net, but misses it. And with 0 seconds left, they need to try to keep this up. And they don't. Just left it.
Yeah, not it was close for sure, but it still felt like it was Monkey Business's game there. Quite a few missed opportunities, and again, P-Money, we keep saying his name, with a fantastic game 2 here, able to take this one, progressing to a match point right now. And man, I hate to glaze here, Blasky, but this has just been a messy game all around, in my opinion. A lot of mistakes, a lot of missed opportunities, and so far it's just kind of been scrappy. That's kind of what it's been.
Yeah, it's been one of those things where it's not necessarily like what team is popping off, it's just what team isn't messing up. Which I hate to say that because all these players are super talented. Maybe it's just an off night, but there just seems to be a lot of little things that aren't being, worked on or just aren't being done, implemented in this game. And I think once whatever team figures it out is going to play better, and so far that's been Monkey Business. They've just made less mistakes.
Yeah, that's really what it's been coming down to. One thing I do like from Kawaii Leonard is that Shavin seems to kind of be sticking to that game plan of going for these demos, getting these disruption plays, which he's stayed true to that in both games 1 and 2, and has created some of those opportunities for some of their goals. And so that is a plus side to Kawaii Leonard right now. It's just going to be cleaning up a lot of these rotations and small little mistakes. Ren looking for an insane read. That's a good sign as he makes an insane read here in game 3. As we get underway, Monkey Business looking to close out this series.
100%. As we see Monkey Business on their back foot a little bit here. Shavin tries to get a shot around one. He can't. Penn with a chance now. Styles blocks it, throws it at the sidewall. P-Money is there. Tries to shoot it. It's a little wide. As we see Shavin get a 50. Again, it's still in front of their net. Ren has to make a touch here. And now Styles has a chance to hit it at the sidewall. But it's just so much double and triple committing. And just not a lot of boost either. And so I'm wondering, like, is it a comms thing? Is it just not playing enough yet because it's so early in the season? But it just feels like there's a lot of panic coming in from the side of Kawaii Leonard. So I'm hoping to see them clean it up here as Ren tries to take it off the wall. And he does spike it. But again, it's just awkwardness as we see more missed touches.
Yeah, it's an awkward toucher from P-Money. Gets it over one. Penn able to put it over to this orange corner. Ren does get a beat around kicker here. Gonna look for another one. Kind of makes it awkward for P-Money as they get another touch. Double commit gonna work out so far. Styles on low boost. Gets a settle, looking for a flick. Not the best one, but Shavin does pop it up. Kind of a lack of a follow there. Ren jumps as third man. Shavin gonna pop this one up. Not the best touch. Gonna be awkward here. P Money gets 50 by Penn because they lived to live another day here. What's that? What's that?
live to tell the tale.
Live to see another day. There we go.
Live to see another day. That's the one.
I'm struggling on my words, but 3 minutes to go, and Kawaii Leonard looking for their first game win. Oop.
And so much for that as P Money buries it into their net off of a pass from Styles. I mean, just awkwardness. No one really necessarily back post. I mean, kind of, but not positioned well, and it's just mistakes. I mean, it was as clear of an open net as it could have been, despite there being 2 people in net.
Yeah, no, definitely just not what you want to see if you're a Kawaii Leonard fan. Shavin needs to get back to this one, makes a diving save. Penn gonna pop this one up. And you get another touch, can't quite do it. Ren makes a 0 boost save off the backward. That's a great save to stay alive here. Shavin has an opportunity, gonna get a great first touch, gets it around P Money. Kicker needs to make a touch here, can't find it. Penn was trying to read the hit from Kicker. Ends up doubling as a fake. Unfortunate there, missed opportunity there for Kawaii Leonard. Ren gets a decent 50 here, looking to try and find a touch off the sidewall from Kicker as Kawaii Leonard desperately trying to get this ball into the blue half.
100%, and there's still so much time left in this game.
Yep.
And we see Kicker throw it at the backboard. Can someone get a hand up? Not before P Money dives at the net and gets his second goal of this game. Again, just offense, just pure offense from P Money. I mean, credit to Styles and Kicker for getting 2 fantastic passes so far, but someone needs to get a hand up when you know P Money is heading towards your net.
Yeah, again, that's kind of been the story of the game, right? It's just given P Money so much space, and that's just something that you just really can't afford to do, as he's gonna do exactly what he did last series and also this one too. He's just gonna run the field, and he's been doing a fantastic job at doing that. Unfortunately, can't find a touch there. Kicker able to come in to save it. That's a good pop by P Money, and something that P Money has just been doing so good is just creating these awkward touches out of Kawaii Leonard, and so far they haven't been able to show that they've been able to handle it, and P Money has just kind of been abusing that this whole series.
Yeah, 100%, and it's working out. I mean, credit where credit's due. Oh jeez, I was gonna say he's getting touches that just makes him as awkward as possible, and he just shoots it right at the net, and Shavin gets a little caught up on the wall. It's a tough one to make because I'm assuming it happens to me all the time. A wheel was off, and he got a flip earlier than he wanted to, and that's what caused that there. That's tragic. As we see Ren get it past one, almost gets a chance to clip a P Money saying, "Hey, I'm the only one that's allowed to score this game." As he tries to take a shot at net, Shavin is there though, and again, it's just so tough. 1:10 left on the clock, and Kawaii Leonard have to make something work.
Yeah, Ren trying to get something going here. Has not a lot of boost to work with. Looking for a pinch. Gets it around P Money here. Gets another great 50. Is there going to be a second man follow-up? A little hesitant there. Ren was just trying to solo the whole team there. Penn up off the sidewall looking for something here. Shavin waiting in the midfield. Penn going to put this into the corner. Try and find one more. Styles able to shut it down. Ren going to come flying in here. Maybe going to look for a demo, but a great touch comes out from P Money. And this is going to transfer over to this orange side. Can Kawaii Leonard get it back into this blue half?
100%, and it is time for a miracle for Kawaii Leonard. They need to make something happen as they get a shot on net. Kicker is there, gets the save. Ren tries to put on net. There is a demo in Styles, but not quite falling into the net yet. And 20 seconds left. It's going to take a lot, but Kicker is there to 50 and just kill so much time.
Yeah, there was almost a triple commit there. 10 seconds to go. Looking pretty bleak here for Kawaii Leonard. Monkey Business really just bringing the pressure here this series. Gonna close it out here. Can we get one for the road, maybe? Shavin doesn't have a lot of boost to work with here. Just kind of playing it slow. And that one hits the ground. An unfortunate series there for Kawaii Leonard. Monkey Business take it very convincingly. P Money over, I'm pretty sure he averaged about 700 points in that series. It was really just a P Money show. That's what happens when, you know, you're giving him that much space. He's just going to run the show.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he just absolutely bullied his way through that game and got an easy W. It's as simple as that. I mean, he definitely averaged like 700 points,
Yep.
which
Yep.
was more than all of Kawaii Leonard combined on average. And that's just a tough spot to be. Again, I think, if you're Monkey Business, I mean, good win. You guys just crushed it. Spread the ball out a little bit more going forward, because there's definitely going to be teams that watch this and are going to say, okay, we can't let P Money touch the ball anymore.
Yep.
Because he was just playing out of his mind.
Yeah, he really was. But all right, let's go ahead and get these boys in for a little bit of a winner's interview. Welcome back. It's 2 consecutive weeks here for Monkey Business in the old winner's interview desk. Man, it's really just been the P Money Aura Farm show. I mean, the past couple of weeks, that's really what it's been. An insane series coming up from you, P Money. I'll toss it over to you first. What's going on? They're just giving you space and letting you do whatever you want. I mean, was that a fun series for you or what?
I'd say it was pretty fun, but honestly, I think they just had an off night.
I think so too. Yeah.
It happens, bro.
Yeah. No.
Literally everything I touched was within. They'll bounce back. They're better. They're better than that.
Yep. I think Blasky and I were both kind of saying that. We've seen them play. I mean, they're 1-1 on the season. Just an unfortunate night. It felt like everything you were touching, P Money, was just gold. That's all it was. It was just kind of slotted in, and it worked out for you. I mean, it was like you said last week, stuff just was going in for you. So
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll toss it over to you, Kicker. After the last week's performance, in that crazy series. What's the mindset coming into this week? Is it any different? You guys rolling with the momentum? What's it like coming into this week?
Feed P Money. I mean, like, honestly, I had like 4 or 5 hours of homework today. Got to run lit. Like, I'm cooked. So to come into this series and just have P Money just shoot everything on target and go straight in was just such a relief. It was awesome. We were just trying to get it to him.
I was gonna say, you were just like, I think you were like, you guys didn't even have a warm up or anything. I think you were coming off of the an NDSU collegiate series or with your school. So bro just comes in, like you said, just feed the beast and ends up working out. But
yes, sir.
All right,
the GOAT.
Pass it to you, Blasky. You got any questions for these guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there anything that you guys game planned, offensively, defensively for this game prior, or were you just like, let's just go in and play?
I think the main thing is just go in and play, because we don't warm up, we don't scrim, we don't really do nothing. We just come and have fun, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Heard.
Got the greatest castmates. Can't ask for anything more.
You love to hear it. I mean, that's kind of the goal. As long as you're having fun, I don't really care what the results are. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are kind of messing around, finding some wins as a result of it. So sometimes the fun buff is a real thing. So you guys come out strong. But all right, well, I got one final question. I'll toss it to you, Styles. This is now the 3rd week. Have you been getting accustomed to Div A a little bit? Have you been finding your position on this team at all?
I've been finding my position. I think a good way to do it is feed P Money, honestly. Play that nice third man, addition it out to him, and he was making it happen. So it's been going on pretty well, actually. 3 games in. Yeah,
no, it's got to see. I mean, just looking at the stats pregame, I mean, obviously P Money's popping off, but both you and Kicker, pretty much tied stats wise. I mean, I think you guys had the same exact goals per game, same exact assists per game. So you guys are both doing a great job of doing exactly what you said, of just kind of supporting P Money and letting them cook a little bit. So seems like you guys got your play style figured out. We'll see if other teams can kind of adjust and see if they can shut down the god that's P Money. So but
nope.
Whoa.
But
nah, but
all right, I ain't got any other questions. Blasky, you got anything else before we send these boys away?
No, you guys played fantastic. Good luck next week.
Yep. Same goes for me.
Thanks,
Good luck
guys.
next week, boys, and we'll see you again soon.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Man, it's been a couple 3-0 sweeps back to back here. First series is a 3-0 sweep. This one comes in flying, Monkey Business. taking care of their business, and another 3-0 sweep. A little bit of a messy of a messy series. I can't lie, but I'm gonna agree with P Money here. I know that I think this might have just been a little bit of an off week for Kawaii Leonard. I think their peak is much higher than what we saw here tonight, and I'm confident that they're gonna bounce back, just knowing Shavin. So I'm confident in a bounce back from Kawaii Leonard, but Monkey Business looking like a good team to beat here tonight. Can anybody shut down P Money is going to be the question.
Yeah, that was tough. There's a few teams where you know that there's going to be that one, that one player you have to shut down. That is that team. They face a team that's a little bit more balanced, and you could just see the difference. And yeah, going forward, teams are going to have to look out for that because he played so well.
Yeah, he did, and it was just the fact that he's given the space, and what he does with it is he's just gonna pop off every time. So it was a very well played series by him and Styles and Kicker. Been doing a great job of supporting him and feeding in the ball, and it's just working out. So yeah, another 3-0 sweep here for Monkey Business. As we look to segue in, we have one more series on the night. It's gonna be a Division D matchup. So going from Division A all the way to Division D. It's going to be actually the last team that hasn't been on stream yet. So we're going to get our final first look at one of these teams as we go into the last series of the night. So Blasky, thank you so much for hopping with me last second. We were supposed to have K-Tool here, but Blasky hops in, and that's I couldn't ask for more. So thank you for hopping in, brother.
Of course, anytime.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around here for that final series on the night. We'll be right back after a quick intermission. Peace out.